All right, welcome back to another video. It's about 12:40 a.m. where I'm at, so it's pretty late. I was just wrapping up some work and I figure let's talk about getting to the essence of a specific question that prospect is asking. So, what does this actually mean? When somebody asks a question, there's some kind of underlying implication under that question. So sometimes what they're asking is not what they're actually asking, they're asking something else. So, let's take for example a, relationship example. If your significant other looks at you in a particular way and you're leaving the house late at night and they're like, where are you going? They may be implying that they don't trust you. They may be asking, are you cheating on me? They may be asking, are you seeing somebody else? Or are you going to go see somebody else? Or are you going to do something else? They may not be that interested in the answer to your question, but they want you to demonstrate through your actions that you actually care about them and you're committed to them and you're loyal. Now, if you actually were all those things and they're still asking that question, there may be something inherent in their own experience that has nothing to do with you. But if you've been demonstrating behaviors that are kind of incongruent with loyalty, for example, then that might cause some issues or arousing some suspicions there. Now, similarly, in a sales type situation, if a prospect is asking you, well, what are the frequency of the meetings, as an example, or how often am I going to be able to get in touch with customer service? They're not asking you to tell them a specific number. They're not asking you to say you can get in touch with them twice a week or whatever. Listen, if the answer is 24/7, then it's straightforward, then you have unlimited support and that's fine. But if there is an answer that you're going to give them that you feel that they would probably push back against, for example, then understand that what they're really asking is, am I going to be taken care of? Right? Are my needs going to be fulfilled in the way that I want them to be fulfilled? Because I'm concerned that if this doesn't work, I'm going to have some kind of recourse. That's the essence of their question, right? Which is, are you guys going to be able to take care of me when I have a problem? That's the actual question that they're asking, not what does your support system look like, right? Oh, well, it's Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. You can give them that answer, but that's not a really good answer, right? If that's the answer. A better answer is explaining to them all the background of, the support team and how they're going to help and how they helped in the past, and how, put yourself out there as well. Put your credibility on the line. Tell them that your product or service will perform in XYZ fashion, and that if it doesn't for whatever reason, you can also reach out to that specific, also reach out to you as well. So you need to be able to put yourself in their shoes, and because they're talking to you, they're not talking to some random faceless person behind customer service. They don't know who this person is. They want to know that, okay, I'm talking to you, and so are you going to be available? Maybe not. Maybe it's not going to be me, but I will be able to connect you with the right person. You're not going to say it that way, maybe, but you might say something like, yeah, I'm going to be available for you for anything you need. So if something comes up, some kind of technical issue, you could just reach out to me, and then I can connect you with the right person, or I can take care of it myself. It takes you 2 minutes. It takes you 5 minutes, right? So you need to be able to go above and beyond and not be a little bit so rigid with your answers and with your structures. Now, there is also the other side of things here, which is kind of like the dark side of sales, if you will. And this is a bit tricky, right? Because you'll see basically a lot of these sales trainers and individuals teaching sales, even coaches and stuff like that, and even maybe in your own company, is they'll tell you to answer a question in such a way where technically you're lying, right? So if you're going through a promotional period, or if there's like a promotional period and eventually you're going to raise your prices, and the prospect comes to you on a Friday and you say, well, yeah, I mean, we're going to probably be raising our prices next week or on Monday, so the best time to get started is now. That's a lie, right? False scarcity. Listen, there are people on the internet that right now that talk about this stuff. False scarcity, only 5 spots left. If that's a fucking lie, then don't fucking say it if you actually care about telling the truth. If you actually care about your own integrity and your own character, then do not say or do things that are actually out of that integrity, where you're not being truthful to the person and also not to yourself. Because you may be able to fool them, but you're not fooling yourself. You're not going to be able to fool yourself. And maybe you can sleep at night temporarily, but you know that every time you do it, you're making yourself weaker. You're compromising yourself when you say those things. So what I would suggest is that do not create false scarcity. Now, if it's true that there are only 5 spots left in a particular period of time, say for example you're a service-based industry, and you actually can't take on any more clients, and you will close the doors, and people actually can't buy for XYZ period of time, then yeah, absolutely, that's fine. But don't manufacture things, right? Don't lie about things. So, and then that's the fine balance in sales, right? Which is that you're not, sometimes when they're asking you for a quote unquote direct answer, you want to get to the essence of their question. You want to address the essence, but you want to do so in a way that actually is congruent, is aligned with your integrity. So it's that fine balance there where you're not lying, but also you're not just answering the question directly, because that's not really sales. They can just kind of read a document if that was the case. They could just read the document, get all the information, and that's it. You have to be able to like coach them through it, right? You have to be able to consult them and be able to, make them feel comfortable. And a lot of that has to do with getting to the essence of what they're actually asking. And if you don't know, then you probe more with questions, as far as like asking what they mean or what they're actually concerned about, things like that. And then you can get to the essence. So you have to be able to make them feel comfortable with the process. So I think this video is going to be a little bit short. I might expand on this a little bit later, but that's actually a good place to start. So keep that in mind. I hope you found that helpful. If you like this video, make sure you like the video and you subscribe to the channel, so that way you can get really good content in the future as well. So cheers, guys, and we'll talk soon.